Morning guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to show you how I turned my roof from this and made it look like this in a few hours, and how you can do it too. So watch along for what we did. So just want to show you a little test area I did. So here I put a treatment on which after a week or so looks absolutely no difference. It looked all right to start with, but that's no good. So what I've decided to do is, this is the kind of test patch here. So I know the light's not the best on it, but I just hand polished this just a few times, and you can see the clear difference from that to that. So just did that little spot. It's been washed before, it's been through rain, what have you, and it seems to be holding up. There was no actual finish put on that, just a little bit of kind of hard polishing on it and then wiping it off basically. So right, we'll get cracking and we'll give this a good wash down before we start anything. Right guys, we've just washed the roof, so I'm gonna just drying off a minute. I'll quickly run through what I'm gonna use on the roof. So I'm gonna polish it with a orbital polisher I've got a new 5-inch medium soft, I think it's called medium polishing pad to go on there, and I'm using Auto Finesse one step compound, which this, from what I've read, is instead of doing a kind of harsh medium and then soft sort of compound, this is just a all-in-one new technology sort of thing since the last time I did any polishing like this. But I'm going to follow that up with, this is Poor Boy's sealant, so I'll put that on after the polish, and then which that has got Carbona wax in it, but then I'll just put a layer of this, again it's Poor Boy stuff, I've had lying around the garage for years, but it's just another wax to go on top. Both the wax and the sealant have supposedly have UV protection in them. I think that's obviously, this is a GRP roof, and that is what kind of takes the shine off it and the colour off it, is the UV damage. So this van gets parked outside all the time, like a lot of vehicles, so it's out in the sun, obviously through the summer, it's in the blazing sun all the time when the sun's out. And I've got my long stand set up here, so we'll be able to reach up onto the roof. So if any apprentices out there get asked to go and look for a long stand, this is what you should bring back. Right, we'll get cracking. Right, we're ready to go. So I'm just going to give the polish a good shake. Oh God, that's wet. Is that? I mean, I know it is warm today. Maybe shake it a bit better. Is that any different? It's a little bit better. It's really warm today. It's probably too warm to be doing this. I'm getting plagued by beetles as well. But we're just going to start work on a sort of area like that. What's this? Probably set this at maybe 3/4 speed. See how we get on. Now we'll go. Yeah, that's where we want to be, I think. I mean, it's definitely working, but I feel like we're going to have to do a few passes, and I need to keep it a bit wetter. So it's like drying too quickly. It's too hot. Hopefully we'll get some cloud cover, but it's definitely working. But I think, like I say, I'll get me detailing spray. Right, I think we'll give this a try some detailing spray on there as well as the polish, and we'll give that another pass over the same area and see how we get on. And that's coming up better. Right, I'll show you that in the light. Right, so that's probably the sort of best angle to go at. So there's the bit we've polished. We'll see some reflections, obviously, of the house in that. And then this is the bit we haven't done yet. You see, that's the difference is unreal, and that's just the first stage polishing. Right, I think I'll set a time lapse up now and we'll go from there. I'm not sure how well that's showing up, but there's what kind of first side we've done. And there's the side we still need to do. I'm just going to show you what sort of size area I'm doing at a time. Because when I first started, I was trying to do too much at once. So I think I've kind of got sussed out the sort of size of area that is, seems to be working best. But I'll just crack on and show you. Electrical issues. So I hope you can hear us while this is on, but yeah, so I don't know, it's maybe only 30 by 30-ish that I'm doing at a time, but I don't know if it's just because it's hot and in direct sun, which won't be helping. But when I've been doing the main roof, this bit has no ridges, so I would do like a flat bit and one ridge at a time, in about a 30 centimetre length. So this is kind of just the last bit now. Right, that's that worked in. So I'll just take the roof of it off with this cloth. Like I say, the thing I am finding with this Auto Finesse one step compound, and I'm guessing it's probably due to the sun, the residue takes a bit of work to get off, to be honest. But like I say, I need to try it in the garage when it's not in crazy direct sun like this, and I think it'll probably be better. And as well, I suppose the material it's going onto, because this isn't like onto paint as such, it's black GRP, I think so. But yeah, it kind of leaves a bit of a residue, but kind of rub your hand over and just keep going. It seems to come up quite well, but it just takes a bit more time. Effort. But the roof is, it's 5-year-old, so I can't expect it to be as new condition, but it's coming up 90%, well, probably 95%. Considering it was pretty much matte grey when we started this morning, and now it looks like gloss black again. And I can see quite a nice reflection of the house in it. So that's certainly a big improvement. But it's just taken way longer than I was expected. It's turned into a full day's job. Now I have seen other people using, I'll put the name of it on the screen now. And it's just a treatment that you put on, and it looks brilliant when you first put it on. But then after a few weeks, there's a few people kind of saying that, a few weeks it's rained a few times and it looks even worse than what it did before you started. But that's just one or two people's experiences with it, and I am hoping if I get this good enough, put the protection on, then it should just be a case of putting some protection on it, you know, once or twice a year maybe. Yeah, it's enough yakking. We'll get on and finish this last bit. Right, I think that's that stage done. Just spin you around actually and give you a look. I know we've got a bit of dust, but so yeah, so that is kind of what we are looking at. So see how good that shine is. Right, right, we'll move straight on to the sealant stage. So this is Poor Boy's EX sealant with wax. I haven't actually got as much of this as I thought left, but we'll start where we finished the polishing process and start applying this. I'm just going to hand rub this on. God, I haven't got very much of this, have I? Should kind of work in similar size sections, I think, to what we're polishing in. Well, I suppose I can go a bit bigger, but at least need to go halfway across the van so I can do the other side from the other side. I'm happy with the progress. Right, I'll get the rest of it done and then we'll come on to the wax stage. Finished doing the sealant stage, so we're now going to attack the polish stage. Well, sorry, not the polish stage, the wax stage even. It's getting late in the day. It's 10 to 7, so right. So this is fairly easy to do, just kind of circular motions, rub it in fairly liberally and let it dry and then buff it off. Pretty straightforward. So we'll just quickly do it and then we'll buff it off. Right, buffy. It's drying pretty quick because it's still hot out. Which again, probably shouldn't be doing this in direct sun, but haven't really got any option. In all honesty, this isn't actually making it look all that much different, but it's another layer of protection on the finish to keep it looking good. But it's looking like glass. Right, I'll just pick the camera up, give you a look at that. So yeah, so you can see the glossiness in that now compared to how we started. Right, we'll crack on and get the rest of it waxed. Right, so the sun has just gone down a bit, so I just thought I'd take another little video of what it looks like with the sun not shining directly on it. But as you can see, it's all looking nice and glossy. Well guys, if you're still here, thanks for getting this far, and if you've liked what you've seen, give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. Just want to do a little wrap up of what we kind of think. So obviously we've done a full machine polish on the roof. Now it's now 5 to 9. It's took way longer than I thought. I had to do a lot more passes with the polish than I thought, and it's still just where the ridges are on the roof, like right on the edges of the ridges, isn't 100% perfect, but as you've seen, it's 95% spot on, nice and shiny. Now hopefully with the fact it's been polished, it's got sealant on it and wax. Hopefully with just a couple of reapplications of sealant and wax, maybe a couple of waxes throughout the year and maybe sealed every 6 months, something like that. Hopefully we'll keep it in the condition it's in now. And one thing before we go, if you would like to see a tour of this van, click on the link to the video that's on screen now. And we will see you in the next one.